Great. Welcome everyone to the Saudi Talent Forum 2024 at Localize. If you are new to our community, we are a global platform where we connect students and recent graduates like yourself from all over the world, but mostly from regions like the Middle East, Africa, Latin America, and Southeast Asia. We connect you guys to job opportunities and career resources to help you guide you in this new professional path you're taking, or in the transition through college, from college through your new career paths. So as you might know, as part of the Saudi Talent Forum, today we're gonna be talking about careers in project management. And today we are so happy and lucky to have Mahmoud with us. He's part of the KSA student outreach team, which is pretty new. He's gonna be talking about it and all the fun and exciting activities that you can be part of if you are based in Saudi right now, or if you are coming back to Saudi at some point. So I'm gonna keep it there because he's gonna talk about his journey, about, again, the chapter of Project Management Institute in the KSA, and all the amazing activities and opportunities for you guys. So yeah, the stage is yours, Mahmoud.
Thank you, Michelle, for this introduction. And first of all, I would like to thank the PMI KSA chapter for allowing me to represent them in this session. I'm currently representing them as the student outreach department leader, and also I would like to introduce myself as a project manager working in the International Medical Center. In the project management office, we are leading and managing the design and construction process for the expansion project. I will start sharing the screen right now. First of all, I would like to start introducing the PMI KSA chapter. I will start by our vision. Our vision is to lead the Professional Institute of Project Management Advocacy in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And our mission is to contribute to developing the project management profession throughout the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, spreading its culture and promoting distinguished practice by empowering project management practitioners and providing them with the knowledge, resources, and tools required to excel the profession. Our strategic objectives is to lead the community development and to increase the community engagement, expanding partnership and sponsorship, and create a national impact, and to sustain the chapter activities. Our strategic initiatives, we initiated like the Global Project Management Forum, the PMO Summit, the Global Excellence Award, the Shuruu Magazine, the Dialogue with a Leader, and also the PMP Mentorship Program, the Knowledge Hub, and the PM Challenge, PM study groups, and we are doing a lot of programs with our volunteers and members. I would like to highlight here something before continuing, that the PMI KSA chapter is one of the best in the MENA region, and I think it's the best chapter in the MENA region as well. And our volunteers right now, I think they are exceeding the 7,000. So we are growing and keep growing every day. The membership and volunteers, we have several development initiatives like applications, the Saudi Incubator for Volunteer Work, and also the content creation program or community of practice, AI chatbots, and also a referral program, which is very important, especially for the students and the members. As well, we have an initiative which is very nice one. It's the PMI KSA Coffee Talk. I would like to highlight that this Saturday we have a coffee talk. Just go to the PMI KSA chapter LinkedIn page and register there. And also we have like the best volunteer of the month, the senior PM chair knowledge, smile and learn with PMI KSA competition. We have many initiatives and you will enjoy them. Recently, we have initiated the Student Outreach Department. This outreach department is very important, especially for the students who are still in the colleges and universities. If you are now in a university, you want to initiate your project management club, I think it's the best time to contact us, to contact the PMI KSA chapter, and we will support you, and we will do our best in order to facilitate the initiation of your project management club. Please contact us. And this is the small entity. I would like first to thank Engineer Hajar Al-Aisi because she did a huge effort in supporting us, following us, and also trying to initiate this department. And I will not forget Mazen Al-Asmari and Ahmed Al-Karni. They are right now the core team of that initiative because they were trying also to contact us in order to see how we can collaborate between the PMI and also the students. And without the adoption of Dr. Badr Borshid, who is the chapter president of the PMI in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, all those efforts will never been happen because he keeps supporting, adopting. He is usually asks three questions. What do you need to initiate? How can I support? How we can make it real? So I would like to thank him and to thank all the committee that who are still insisting in achieving the student outreach department. Now, this is the contact in order to join and to follow us in the PMI KSA. Please screenshot those barcodes, join us, and contact us as soon as possible. And now I think it's the time to start our presentation. First, before I start, I can see some messages. I just want to be sure that everything is going great. Okay. I know that the question, or let me say the topic of this presentation is about the careers in project management. But I would like first to start with how the day of a project manager can, let me say, how do you think it is? In this story, I will have a glimpse into the responsibilities and activities of a project manager in a typical day. I will introduce Adam. Everybody, let's meet Adam. Adam is our project management guru. Adam starts his day with a big cup of coffee and a bigger to-do list. And now he thinks that he is ready to tackle the day's challenges. Adam dives into his day by checking his email and the Slack messages and trying to decipher the difference between urgent, important, and reply all. He updates his to-do list, which resembles a game of Tetris, trying to fit everything into his schedule without causing a meltdown. Now, he is doing a strategic planning. He is start identifying the key priorities, and as well, he is doing a comprehensive review for his project. So he starts gathering his team for a meeting. He's trying to keep everyone focused and on track. He listens to their updates, challenges, performance, risks, cash flows, etc., and nodding along like a bobblehead, and tries to translate if it's all good really means we are about to hit a major roadblock. So in his stakeholder communication, he is listening and he is doing the progress updates and concerns, the feedback gathering, and the vital for project success is to effective stakeholder management. Now, he starts a presentation for the management. Adam prepares his presentation for his higher management, trying to make data and the charts look as exciting as a roller coaster ride. He knows that if he can't sell the project to management, it's like trying to convince a cat that water is fun. Now, just when Adam thinks he's got everything under control, again, the client throws in a new challenge. It's like playing guacamole, but instead of moles, it's a scope creep and instead of MLA, it's a spreadsheet. So the client wants to add in new features and to engage new stakeholders that were never discussed before, turning Adam's carefully crafted plan into a game of project management Jenga. Adam puts on his problem-solving hat, which is more like a magician hat, pulling out solutions and the strategies like a rabbit out of a hat. He knows that communication, leadership, politics, and emotional intelligence are his secret weapons in the battle against chaos. He navigates the client's requests with finesse, explaining the implications of the changes and negotiating a compromise that keeps everyone happy. Despite Adam's best efforts, he can't make everyone happy. He knows that project management is like trying to please a picky eater. You can't always get it right, but at least you can try your best. Adam makes the decisions necessary to keep the project on track, even if it means saying no to some of the client's requests or team's response. In the end, Adam knows that the key to successful project management is not just managing scope, budget, and timelines, but also managing expectations and relationships. While he is taking his decision, he is ensuring that the project quality standards are implemented and assured and controlled, because he should regularly check the quality of the project without affecting the time, scope, and cost by monitoring the project's deliverables. Now, if you want to take a look how his day was went, we can see that he started by managing tasks and timelines, communicating with the leaders, with his team and the leaders. He should have like the adaptability and the problem-solving skills, balancing stakeholders' expectations, and using the emotional intelligence in the project management. At the end of the day, he starts reviewing the progress. He starts concluding what he did, what's the ongoing tasks or the milestone that was not finished during that day. He starts addressing the outstanding issues, how his day went, where are the obstacles and the impediments, and how he can overcome them. And also he starts planning for the next day. So the day next, he can start his day early morning and checking also again his checklist. Now, I think I have mentioned how the day of a project manager went. I know that a lot of people or a lot of students think that the project manager is spending his day smoothly. He is happy. He is always smiling because at the end he is manager. But actually, he is not only manager. He should be a leader. He should manage everything. He should have a lot of interpersonal skills, technical skills, and should be aware and communicate with all his stakeholders, starting from the internal and external stakeholders who are a key reason for successing any project. This is a quick story highlighting how a day of a project manager spent every day. It's for sure, sometimes it's more about the financial perspective, the day after about technical, the day after about stakeholders' satisfaction. For each day, you have a new challenge. You have to deal with a problem-solving mindset and welcoming the change that will enhance the project without affecting the scope, the quality, time, and cost. I would like to thank you, everybody, for listening. And Michelle, now, if you want to start the discussion, if anybody has any question that they want us to answer, I would be more than welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for this amazing introduction. And it was really comprehensive because with this story of Adam, whether it's real or not, it was like really insightful to even gather the skills that you need to be a great project manager. So you were already mentioning some of them. You were mentioning problem solving, communication, and we will deep dive to some of them on the discussion. But it was a great start. And someone was asking actually for these QR codes. So if you want to take a screenshot, if you want to take a picture or just like scan them with your cell phone right now, that will be amazing. Don't worry if you cannot do it right now. We will post this in the event page after the event, so you can access all the links. So right now, I would like to continue with a discussion about actually your journey, about all the opportunities that are in PMI. So if you can actually help me stop sharing.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that would be amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. And
You're
we
welcome.
will start a conversation with Mahmoud for everyone listening, but we will also open it up for questions from you. So if you have any questions about what we are discussing, about what can you do at PMI in Saudi, about the opportunities, you can post those questions in the chat or in the Q&A function. So you should be able to see that Q&A function on the bottom part of your screen. So you can send the questions in there. So actually, the first question that I would like to ask you, Mahmoud, is about you. So how did you end up collaborating? Well, right now you're the KSA student outreach leader, but how did you end up collaborating with PMI? And what do you think is the importance of like developing the skills of project management in any industry you work in?
Sure. First of all, you have to be a PMI KSA chapter member. This is the first key in order to start engaging and volunteering. My volunteer trip, or let me say, my experience in the volunteering community started like since 1998, and through the scouts and other even students clubs in the schools and also in the universities. And I do really, let me say, support that the people or engage or even encourage the people to engage with any volunteering community in their region. Whenever they are, they should communicate and engage. This is the first. The second, when I registered at the PMI KSA chapter, I know Engineer Hajar, and she directly contacted me and asking me to help them and to engage with the community. Last year, I was studying the executive MBA, and it was very hard to continue on this and to also to balance between the studying and the volunteering. So I focused on my studying, and when I finished directly, I informed her. At that time, also, two of the university students, one in the Prince Sultan University, Mazen Al-Asmari, and also Ahmed Al-Garni from the King Abdulaziz University, they contacted the PMI KSA chapter. They request for a partnership and how they can volunteer and enhance their performance in the university. And all the players are on the table. Engineer Hajar just let us meet, and we initiated that community. So right now, again, I'm encouraging any student in any university to call for, let me say, for a meeting so we can arrange how we can support them and how we can also initiate the project management club in their university.
So thank you so much for that. And it's amazing how you were actually developing these skills without maybe noticing or naming them as project management. But since like when you were a teenager or when you were like in high school, so you were mentioning you were even younger, maybe you were part of the scouts. So these skills you were actually developing throughout the years, and maybe just in your adult life or professional life, you started to name them project management skills. So that's really interesting. And I'm actually sharing in the chat just because it's related. Later today, I think it's in less than 2 hours or so, we will have a session with the founder of an organization called Joy of Youth, which he will be talking about volunteering actually. So that's why I share in the chat. It's gonna be in Arabic. So if that's also like easier or better for you guys, that's going to be later today. But coming back to the conversation, you were also mentioning that there are like some studying university or student clubs part of PMI. Can you elaborate on that? How does those work? What type of activities can they do?
Yes, honestly, this is a new department, and we are now initiating and establishing the clubs and the universities. So we are start setting the plan, the strategic plan, how we can expand, how we can reach the students. So I will not announce right now anything. I will keep it for the leaders of the clubs and their universities, but most probably our plan is to start by supporting them with the material needed for the project management, so they can start taking training courses with one of the let me say one of the trainers, and also mentorship programs where we can support them shadowing, mentoring and shadowing. We have a lot of ideas. I will keep it for them right now. I will not announce everything. And also competitions. It's one of the ideas that they presented last week.
Amazing. Yeah, don't worry. We will be super happy to share. We love PMI. We are a partner of PMI globally, not only in KSA. So as soon as you guys have that information or the call for applications, we are so happy to send that information to everyone listening today. I see a couple of questions coming in. I will start taking them in just about a minute. So keep sending your questions, guys, and we will start taking them pretty soon. I would like to ask you another question, Mahmoud, before changing to the live Q&A. So project management can actually help you in basically almost any sector or like career path you're taking on. But I would like to ask you if you have like any recommendations, or if you have any considerations that professionals or like young talent should keep in mind when they're pursuing a career in project management. So for example, how different is it to be a project manager in the health industry or in the tourism industry or any industry, and how can they prepare for that?
Yeah, thank you for that important question. I think first of all, we have to accept that to be a project manager, you have to go through the career path. It's not like a position. We are seeking for a position. Before seeking for a position, you should know that it's a huge responsibility that you are taking in your shoulder, and you have to be ethical, you have to be transparent, you have to be professional in dealing with any position that you are going to be awarded for. So before that, we have to start planning for our career path. We have to craft something in our hands. We have to know and to be professional in one of the areas. For example, what you studied, what you want to do. Sometimes you study something and you work in another thing. Regardless, do what you want or what you love or what you like or what is fit to your personality and the skills. Start from that area, and based on that, you should empower your interpersonal skills by training, reading, by mentoring, and also to have the technical skills that needed for your career path. Then focus on the soft skills. It's not then, it's in line. It's a parallel thing. You have to work in several perspectives and aspects at the same time. And then you have to combine all together to be a project manager. And for instance, like the tech companies usually focus on your agility mindset. However, in healthcare, you have to take in consideration the regulatory compliance, the patient's safety and their experience, and also in the manufacturing It's very important about to take in consideration the supply chain, the production line, the quality of the product, the equipment needed. Every sector, every field has its own areas to focus on. But the project management skills is like skills. Regardless what we are going to work later on, you should have that skills. You should have the communication skills, which is the project manager spending almost 70% of his time communicating with people, communicating with his internal team, with his external stakeholders, with the governments, with the suppliers, with everybody. So the most important skill that the project manager should, let me say, should be powered on, like the communication, and then the priorities. And then he should know that the project manager, he shouldn't do or he must not do everything on his hand because he is a project manager. He should know about it, but later on, he should delegate the people their profession to do their job. And he should trust them, delegate them, and follow up with them. So if you have this healthy environment, for sure you will track your project, you will achieve the objectives of that project easily, and I will not say easy, I will say smoothly.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I actually saw a comment early on the chat about if communication, well, it was a question, if communication skill was a must for project management, and I personally didn't even know how, I mean, I knew it was important, but I didn't know the percentage or like the time that it will take from your daily role, like 70% of basically your daily task, it involves communication. So it is really, really important. Okay, so I see a couple of questions already, so I will go ahead and start taking some of them to make sure we address them all. So let's see, we have a question coming from Fahad on the chat. So they're saying, I have a question. What majors can lead to a career in project management? Does this include all engineering majors or what majors, basically?
It's not only engineering, let me say, majors or domain. In any domain right now, there is a need for and demand for a project manager. For example, event planning. If you are planning for an event, you need a project manager. If you are planning for anything, for any, it's not only an event. If you are planning to travel, you went to a travel agency, there is a project manager. He should manage your travel from your home until you reach your hotel and back again. So it's not a position, as I told you, it's not a domain itself. It's through the career path. After you empowered your skills with a lot of experience and professional experience, not only an experience at it, and a holistic approach, you have to keep learning. This is very important, to keep learning and to keep exposed for several places in your domain. For example, don't say like, currently I am good in, for example, as an architect, I'm an architect. As an architect, I can say like, I would like to stay in the technical department in order to be a project manager. No, for sure, I have to go through several departments. I have to start exploring what's happening in the contractual or the legal department, what's happening also in the planning department, what's happening in the risk management department. I should have a look to be exposed to all the other departments, because the project manager, if he let me say, if he is professional in one skill, he will be the head of technical department, but he will not be the project manager. So if you are planning to be a project manager, you have to accept to work, especially if you are a student or a fresh graduate, you have to accept to be exposed to all the departments. You will not say like, I'm an engineer, I shouldn't do this task. You have to say, I have to do this task. I have to enhance my career path. I have to know how it's done. And later on, I will decide based on my career path on what to focus on or what to avoid. So I hope that I answered your question.
Yeah, it does. And it sounds like a career path where you can actually learn a lot and actually discover, like, for example, you were mentioning as a project management, you work with all the departments or many departments in an organization, like the law department or like the technical department or like the product department. So you actually get to learn a lot about the field or industry or sector you're working in. And that can actually help you discover maybe you like the product area the best, and then you become a technical project manager, but specifically in that
Yes,
area. So it
exactly.
sounds like it is comprehensive and it can actually help you discover what you like and what you don't in any company or industry. So
Yes.
that's actually amazing. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if somebody, and especially for students, if they attended any training session for the CAP PM or the PMP, they will know that, and they will know exactly that the project management, it's something that we are doing on our daily basis without our intention. Like, this is a project management. We are planning for everything. While you are driving, you are planning your track, you are planning what's happening, you are planning when to go right or left. So you are doing it unintentionally. But when you learn the skills needed, you learn the process, you know exactly what's happening, you will, oh, okay, that's part of the project management. So it will be part of your life, daily life. And I think Engineer Hajar also mentioned, like, the PM is a lifestyle. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say it sounds like a life skill, and then right after I saw the comment that it's a lifestyle, and it is indeed.
Exactly. Exactly.
Amazing. So we have a couple of more questions. So we have a couple of people interested in volunteering activities, whether it's in the, I mean, you already mentioned the starting clubs is going to open soon. So we will have more information about that pretty soon. But is there any like general volunteering opportunities, or how can they get involved in with the PMI KSA chapter, whether they are in college or not?
Yes, I have mentioned, like, the volunteering community in the PMI KSA chapter is, it's the main drive of the PMI KSA chapter. All the members, they can volunteer in any initiative or department inside the PMI KSA chapter structure. It's not only for students or for the professionals or etc. It's welcoming anybody who is willing to volunteer, to enhance or to empower his skills, and also to give the benefit for the social community, because we do believe that the Project Management Institute, the KSA chapter, is part of the Vision 2030. We are trying to achieve our the vision through our empowering the youth. And I think the vision right now, and you know that in Saudi Arabia there is a lot of projects from all aspects: digital transformation, the construction projects, the governance, everything right now is going to project management. And there is a huge demand for the project managers in Saudi Arabia. So volunteering doors are open to anybody who is willing to start empowering his skills and feeding the community with any skills. So also for the students and the clubs, I'm saying again, please go to the PM IKSA chapter, chat with them directly, say, like, we are students in that university and we would like to engage. And for sure, we will gather your information and will contact you directly, and with anybody in that community. Or if we are creating or initiating or establishing a club in your university, you will be part of it. Or if we don't have anybody, you will be the leader of that club.
Great. And there was someone already saying on the chat that they are a club leader. I don't see the comment right now, but they were a club leader at some university. And so they were already thinking about planning to do cooperation with other clubs. So I love that spirit and excitement to do cooperation with other clubs already. We will share
Perfect.
all the links again on the event page, so you guys can contact directly the chapter. There's another question. from, let's see, it's in the chat. So they're sharing that they are a dentist. So they're asking if, so they want to get involved in project management, develop skills, and volunteer. But they're also asking if there are any certifications you would recommend to start with. So we know PMI has many certifications, but for someone who is just starting in project management, is there, do you know if there's any specific certification you recommend to take?
Yes,
Yeah,
sure,
for someone who's
sure.
starting.
Yeah, sure. I would like to highlight that the CAPM is the Certified Associate in Project Management. It's ideal for the beginners or for the students, and as well the PMP, Project Management Professional. It's widely recognized and validates expertise. But it's not only the two certificates that I would highly recommend. First, I would like to encourage the students to take any course, any training that will empower their interpersonal skills. It's very important not to focus only on your professional skills and career. You have to empower the interpersonal skills, the soft skills, which is the key factor in succeeding or empowering your career path wherever you are in any department or discipline or career. It's very major. So take the opportunity. Don't only say like PMP or CAPM. Take a holistic overview. Any session will help you. Any training will help you. Attending such sessions is very important to expose you to another, let me say, fields. For somebody, for example, if I'm not a project manager or not working in that field and attending this session, for sure it will give me enlight like what's happening there. So it's very important. I encourage everybody to do it.
Great, thank you so much. And I share the names of the two certifications you mentioned in the chat for whoever was asking that question. Yes, Aher, thank you. They're sharing to be ready to volunteer in PMI KSA chapter. You can also scan the volunteering QR code, which we can share that slide at the end of the session again for a few seconds, and then I can also share that on the event page for everyone who will be watching the recording. Okay, so I would like to, I know we only have like 4 minutes left, so I would like to ask you one last question. From all your career involved in project management, is there any project that you remember has been like the most rewarding or like maybe the most challenging? So it can be that impacted you in a huge way and that you remember, and then yeah, just share some like tips or some challenges you face during that project.
Honestly, I can't remember one project that I can say like that's the ideal project or that the rewarding project, because we all know that the project is always tailored in order to manage it. It's a unique project. It's not a replica for any other projects. Even if you have a model and you want to replica that model, it will be not an easy. You have to do it, tailor it, do everything, and find the best possible way. So I would like to say, like any project is a rewarding project. If you succeed or not, it's a rewarding project because through that your experience will be enhanced. You will learn, and it's very, very important to accept learning. In the project management, or let me say the project manager career path, he should accept to learn, to listen, to accept any feedback, any comment, any complaint, anything. He should accept everything, even the change. And based on that, he should manage how to continue and how to perform his project in the best efficient way. It's not about I am a project manager, so I'm always right. No, I'm not always right. And usually, if you are stick to your point, you will end up hitting the wall. So you have to accept the agility mindset, accept to change, to modify, to adapt, to learn and to listen and to even to you can seek for advice from other project manager. It's a learning community before it's a professional implementation. So you have to balance between both of them. So this is my, I think, even when I faced a lot of challenges, I was accepting those challenges, and usually I like to resolve the problems or conflicts. It's part of my personality. So it's usually I enjoy doing that. So it's not a big challenge for me or a big deal for me.
Yeah, thank you. And I think that's a great way to end the session, and a great tip for either project managers, aspiring project managers, or even if you dedicate yourself to any other thing. I like how you summarize it. It was like, learn if you face the wall, it will be a challenge, adapt, and then learn about it. So I think that's a great tip for everyone here, no matter what you dedicate yourself and your professional career to. So thank you so much. We're receiving some thank yous in the chat for you. So I would like to, before we go, right now we'll be starting a session with the Cisco recruiters. So we're gonna be talking with the recruitment team at Cisco about job opportunities, internship opportunities in tech and business areas. So for any person interested in project management at Cisco, that will be amazing. So I share the link in the chat. So I invite you all to move to that session, and we will thank you for sharing that. And if you want to scan the QR code to volunteer with PMI KSA, you can do that now. If not, I will also share this in the event page after the event for everyone watching the recording. So thank you so much, Mahmoud, again for your time. It was really insightful.
You are welcome, and I would like also to thank you and to thank all the attendees for their interactive questions, and I really enjoyed this session, and hopefully that we can meet later on. If anybody wants also to contact us other than the sharing this, I would like also to share my LinkedIn page. It's on the Mahmoud Zaidan, and just search and contact me also for the student outreach or through the PMI barcodes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and see you all in the next session. Click on the link in the chat and see you all at the Cisco session. Thank you.
Thank you.